The moment that you start to stop caring about the results and simply focus on just the work that will bring those results, that's when you have the edge, because you're not motivated by the results anymore. You're not motivated by the rewards. You're motivated by just doing. The reward is the action. When you expect nothing, you gain everything. When you're putting in that work on a consistent basis, you're not even focused on the end goal. You're just focused on doing what you're supposed to do right now in this specific moment. Like when you're just simply focused on this, like you gain the edge over a lot of your competition, because most people are simply they're motivated by the rewards, but you have to start being motivated by the work, by the input that you put on a day-to-day basis. I'm motivated by the fact that, okay, I can pick up the camera and do what it is that, and just try and put my best into it. Whether it gets 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views, or 0 views, it doesn't matter. I'm motivated by the fact that I could do this, and just constantly and consistently, do better and better. Like you can see it, like with my content, like I'm just trying to become the best version of me, and the reward is the action that gets me there. And when I'm not motivated by a dollar sign, and I'm not motivated by materialistic things anymore, I'm just motivated by the work. I just simply gain the edge. Whenever you're motivated by something that you can't control, it's raps, gang. In a world where everybody wants to benefit and everybody wants to get a reward out of something, when everybody wants to get a reward out of the work, whole time the work is the reward. Like if you start to change your perspective and see things differently, your life will change. Because I love recording videos every single day. I love, even if you don't love it, that's discipline. Doing something you don't love and acting like you love it. Even if you don't love it, you're still disciplined and you're doing it on a consistent basis, bro. And you're just going in, just every single day. You're not even counting the days at this point. You're just doing it. Trust me. At the end of the day, you get to a point where, okay, like you're not even doing it for the money. You get to a point where you're not even doing it for the money. You're doing it simply because you love the game. And the moment that you fall in love with the game, the moment that you fall in love with the work, that's when you have it. That's when you have whatever it is that you want. Because look at Drake, for example. Like he's not even creating music for the money at this point. He's doing it simply because like he loves the game. Like he loves the game. He's not doing it for the money. And the moment that you start doing it out of love just for the game, and not out of love for the result, and not out of love for the rewards that the game will bring, I'm trying to tell you, bro, start trying to love the game. Start trying to love the work, and it will reward you. But if you keep doing it just because, okay, you just want to get that extra dollar amount, gang, you're not going to be rewarded, because the level, the type of work that you're going to put in is just going to be like, let me just do this. But if you're doing this simply because you love it, oh my goodness, bro, the reward is 10 times better. And you're not even focused on that. You're just putting it in, like on a day-to-day basis. You don't even care anymore. And an example of this for me was like 2 years ago. Like I had this TikTok page. It was a faceless page, right? Gang. I was posting three times every day for a year and a half, gang. I didn't even care about the followers. I was just posting, right? And bro, right now, that page is at 135,000, 134,000 followers, gang. And I'm making money off of that page. Like, bro, it wasn't even like I was trying to make money from it. It was just like, I was just doing it, and then it just so happened to be that, okay, I can make this out of it. I can get this from it, and that has really helped me. Even with people, like, you're not even looking to benefit from the relationship. You're actually trying to get to know them. You're trying to, understand the person, and you're just curious. Like, when you're not trying to benefit from people, you actually start to see their benefits. Oh my goodness. Like, think about it. When you're not expecting anything, that's when you start to gain. You know, that's when you start to gain everything. There'll be times where I just start up conversations with people, you know, just for a conversation's sake. And then, oh my gosh, bro, I can't stand these cars. Like, it'll be times where I'll just start a conversation with somebody just to start a conversation. And again, I will learn so much from even my homeboys. Like, we would just like have a conversation about just something random, and then we'll just start learning new things. We have a conversation with a stranger, I start learning new things. Like, this is why you have to go out there and explore, you know, talk to random people. Not even, you know, I'm just talking to talk. You know, you're not expecting to gain anything out of it. You're simply just doing it. And once you start to do that, it's just like, you know, bro. Another thing is, like, if you're also connected, you know what I'm saying, with your mind, the law of attraction here, it plays a huge part. Because then, out of nowhere, that, you know, for example, that car that you've always been wanting, you talk to a random person. Keep in mind, you're not talking to them because you want the car. You know, you're not talking to them, you know what I'm saying, but you're just talking to them, and then they just so happen to have a dealership. The dealership has that exact car that you're looking for. That's literally, bro, that's the law of attraction, just working, working in direct sequence with the law of expect nothing and gaining everything, right? Bro, I'm telling you, bro, it literally works, because it has worked for me, you know, multiple times. I've experienced this like multiple times, like, and this also works in direct correlation with letting go. You know, the more that you let go is the more that you start to free yourself of you start to free yourself of all of the expectations, all of the outcomes that you want. And we let our expectations get the best of us. And again, once you let go, once you stop trying to let your outcomes and letting the results that you want in your head, you know, take over the way that you view people. You know, once you stop letting it take over that, like, you start to gain so much, because then you have everything to gain. You know, when you're not expecting anything, you have a lot to gain. And like, don't expect. It's that simple. Don't expect whatever you're doing to always have an outcome. Don't expect just simply just don't expect. You know, by me recording this video, you know what I'm saying, I'm not expecting it. Not that I don't want it, you know what I'm saying, but it's not like I'm expecting it to get millions, or, you know what I'm saying, millions of views. But obviously I want it to get millions of views. It's not something I'm expecting, you know what I'm saying. I'm doing it simply because I love to do it, you know, simply because you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get my point across. And whoever watches this video, it's like, okay, hope it actually helps you. But you have to start doing things from a place of, you're just doing it, you know what I'm saying. You're not doing it to gain. You're not doing it to benefit, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to start not doing things just to simply benefit from it, you know what I'm saying. So it really all comes down to changing the way you start to see things in life. And once you see it for the better, once you see it for not always giving you a reward, things will start to change for you, man.